Okay, hello, welcome to the weather updates, 10 o'clock on April 15th, 2021. And yes, it's been a very wet day indeed. Let me just refresh this radar. Oh, actually, this should be the latest radar. Actually, no, it's saying 920, so let me refresh this again here. And we'll get the latest here. So you can see that heavy rain finally moving out of the area, but we've had just a soaking rain pretty much all day long. Still isn't done on the east end. But we do have the rain that is finally moving out, ending in Nassau County and ending in western Suffolk, at least. And New York City and New Jersey are fairly dry. And it's all part of this upper level low system here that we got here that is circulating through. Let's look at the satellite image here. Get the latest satellite image to refresh that too. You can see all that. There's some convection there, but I already checked. There's no lightning. Just this heavy rain here and this huge upper level low circulation that is over us. In fact, it's so large it won't even fit on this satellite, so we've got to go to the CONUS satellite, and it's still taking up literally from I mean, this thing is just huge, a huge storm system here in the east here. And you can see nice weather over here, but it's going to be a struggle to get that because we're going to be stuck in this circulation through tomorrow. So that is what's going to suck. Let's look at some of the observations across the area right now. Temperatures have dropped. We're in the mid-40s. Dew points are starting to come down. We've had some wind gusts up into the 30s. It's going to be windy through tomorrow. Not wind advisory criteria, probably not, but it's going to be a little breezy in the wind, especially with the wind picking up and it's still raining out. It's not fun. I had to be out in it because the only alternative was dealing with all that, all the noise, the banging and stuff. So I had to go, I'd rather deal with the rain than deal with that, obviously. So let's take a look at some of the rainfall totals that we've gotten so far. So we'll go look at the precipitation on the historical side, and we will go and look at the precipitation since midnight, I guess. Let's move this up. So we can look at some of the precipitation. You could see some really heavier amounts in Suffolk County. Not surprisingly, Nassau County, we have the rainfall amounts around an inch, 3/4 of an inch to an inch. As you head further east, you can see there's a 1.11 in Levittown, 0.94 in Carl Place. But then as you head east, you see the numbers start to come up, 1.17 in Old Bethpage, 1.78 in Farmingdale. I think it's 1.23 at the airport. We have a 1.50 in West Babylon, 2.14 in Dix Hills, 1.25 in East Northport. And we head east, it goes up even more. I don't know if I'm buying this 2.23 in Bayshore. Probably not. 1.78 at Islip MacArthur Airport. 1.50 around Center Reach. 1.74 around Lake Grove. 1.55 around East Setauket. 1.81 in Middle Island. So it goes up as you have Brookhaven Airport, 1.92. So it goes up a little more. So we're closer to 2 inches out east in Suffolk County. It's still raining too, so they're probably going to get over 2 inches. 1.65 at West Hampton, and these numbers on the east end will surely get higher as well. But as we head west, you see the contrast. It goes down as you head west into the city. Less rain in Central Park. Looks like 0.83 there. 0.82 at JFK, 0.66 at LaGuardia. Actually, I think it's 0.92 at LaGuardia. And heading west into Jersey, hardly anything. Look at that, Edison, 0.17. You go for a little further south, there's somewhat higher amounts. Let's see Toms River, 0.53 in Toms River downtown, but at the airport, only 0.37. So, yeah, they got a lot less rain in Jersey, just as I expected. The heavier rain circulation kind of just stayed over us all day long, not surprisingly, but you can see some amounts over 2 inches, so we'll have to see. I'm sure that there will be areas on Long Island that will be over 2 inches, and that will take care of the rainfall deficit we've had on Long Island. Really not a drought yet, but now there won't be any worry of that, at least, with all these rainfall numbers. And I also want to look at Wonderground, too, and see how much rain we've gotten there as well. So let's take a look at that. We'll look at the precipitation amounts here. This will give us some more amounts, and you can see, again, similar trend here. Around an inch in Nassau County, 3/4 of an inch to an inch, and then as you head into Suffolk County, the numbers come up to 1.5 to 2 inches, and over 2 inches in some spots, as you see there. Of course, it's still raining out there, so we're probably going to put some more rain on top of that. I'm sure there'll be many more spots that will be over 2 inches by the time things are said and done, for sure. So let's look at one other thing here. Event 2 sky. I'm just going to show you. Let's actually kind of show you the past radar here, so you can look and see what's going on all day. In fact, we can play it. I don't know how much we can play here. Let's see if we can play from here. Let's see if I can play it from here, so you get an idea of what's been going on throughout the day. Let's see if it'll play. Yeah, sure enough, it will. So you get an idea of how it's kind of been sitting over Long Island. As you see here, New Jersey, they've been dry most of the day, while Long Island, we've been kind of stuck in the rain. It's kind of just been training in off the ocean. And you can see around 4, it looked like, it's going to end. But then more rebuilt over northeastern New Jersey, and then moved in. And this right here, this little line right here that you see moving in, this is actually a cold front that came through. And it was quite marked when it came through, and you could really feel the difference because the wind picked up out of the north. We had a southeast wind before it moved through, and then the wind picked up from the north, and you'll see in a moment what I'm talking about. So we're going to look at some observations here at Farmingdale, for instance. So right now, north wind at 17, gust at 23. All right, but you'll see here that you had an east, southeast wind, 51, 51, 50, and then it started dropping when the wind went to north, 47 and 45 with that rain. And there was quite a little bit of a downpour almost when it came through with that front, and the wind kind of picked up out of the north, and it was pretty impressive. But no thunder, no lightning, nothing like that, unfortunately. So what can I tell you? So let's go look at the models here, and we'll see what's going to be happening here as we're dealing with this upper level low system that we're dealing with. So you can see right here on the GFS, here it is. There's the coastal system. So as we head into tomorrow, that system kind of goes east of Montauk and then kind of just loops into New England here. And that keeps the instability, the cyclonic flow that we are in, cold pool off, so plenty of clouds tomorrow and even a couple of scattered showers. It will be snowing in New England. This thing finally slowly pulls out of the picture on Saturday. But still, I think we're going to have some instability, cloudiness, even on Saturday because we're in this cyclonic flow. You don't really see any big, strong, high-pressure systems here, and that usually means we're not probably going to see any really nice, clear skies. We'll have to wait until maybe this one moves in for later next week, and then maybe that will bring us some clearer weather. We have a couple of much stronger high-pressure systems, and this will bring the drier air and substance that we need to have some nicer skies. But for this weekend, I don't expect any really nice, clear skies. So let's take a closer look at what's going to happen here as this all pulls out. So we're going to actually look at the HRRR. We should have the 0Z HRRR in. So let's take a look at that. So look at our storm right here. There it is. Rain tapers off. Should be ending by midnight, I think, across most of Long Island. And then this low kind of pulls off and then kind of does something weird. Again, it's got this block over here. So instead of going straight out and moving to the northeast and away, it's going to kind of stall out east of the Cape. This is tomorrow morning around, say, 7, 8 a.m. And then it moves northwestward into New England and it makes a landfall in Boston. And you could see that there's actually going to be a little snow there. A little snow, and then it probably could mix to rain. But you'll notice here, we're in the cyclonic flow, and you look what happens as we get into the afternoon. We have some showers and maybe even a thunderstorm pop up over Long Island and parts of New Jersey. This is mostly over Long Island. If you're in the southern half of New Jersey, I think you're going to be able to stay dry. But for Long Island, we're in this cyclonic flow, and you can also see how close the isobars are. So we'll have a decent amount of wind too. And then as you head into Saturday, it finally pulls out, but you'll still notice a little instability. A couple of maybe some isolated showers even on Saturday afternoon, perhaps developing. This is the HRRR. So again, we still have that cyclonic flow. We still have that instability. There's not really a high pressure in place, so that's why you're going to see these clouds and showers pop up, particularly in the afternoon when you have that sunshine that destabilizes the air. So that's why you're seeing that in here. And I think the HRRR is actually doing a pretty good job representing that. And we can also look at the NAM as well. This is the 0Z NAM. We only have about 19 hours of it, and that is not going to be enough. We'll have to go back to the 18Z. So this is the NAM 3 kilometer, the higher resolution NAM. All right, and you'll see the similar idea tomorrow, though the NAM seems to be popping the showers a little more over New Jersey. I mean, these are hit and miss. It's going to be hard to predict exactly where they're going to pop up, but these could be showers. They could be thunderstorms in here too, and when they come through, it could rain heavy for a brief amount of time. And you can see that cyclonic flow. And then here is Saturday. NAM not quite as gung-ho on the shower formation on Saturday, but we'll have to see. Because sometimes these models underestimate that instability. You can see you don't really see any big high pressure system in the area to stabilize the atmosphere. So that's why we'll see those clouds. And if we go ahead and we look at actually the cloud forecast, you'll see what I mean for tomorrow. So here is the cloud forecast for tomorrow, and the NAM, and you will see here we start off clear in the morning. So like between 8 and 9 a.m. you'll have sunny skies even on Long Island. And then these clouds kind of develop. Here they are moving into actually New Jersey and then Long Island. So, and then there could be some showers. So you get that instability cloudiness there. And then Saturday, NAM is building a cloudiness again, instability cloudiness. Though the NAM seems to think more of it is over New Jersey, less of it over Long Island. So maybe we could have some mostly sunny skies, at least for a time on Saturday. We'll have to see. Maybe there'll be a window of mostly sunny skies that'll last for a couple of hours, maybe on Saturday. I'll have to see if we can get that to happen. The other thing that we'll have to look at, of course, is the temperatures, because they are going to be quite cool. So let's go back to that HRRR, and we'll go more into detail on the clouds and a little later. So let's go look at the temperature outlook here on the HRRR, and you see that cold air. Temperatures are going to drop tonight in that cyclonic flow. We got cold air coming in, temperatures going into the 30s. And then for tomorrow, you'll see we're not getting out of the 40s, I think. I don't think anyone's going to really get any higher than the upper 40s with that cyclonic flow. And, by the time the sun starts warming things up on the surface, the clouds will come in and block it. And then another cold one Friday night, temperatures drop into the 30s. And then Saturday, we see a little more recovery, low 50s in Jersey, struggling to reach 50 on Long Island. This is the HRRR model, of course, as far as the temperature goes. When I'm kind of agreeing with that assessment. With this cyclonic flow that we've got. And then here is the GFS, maybe a little too warm, I think. But we'll see. We have a habit of overforming, so we'll see about that. You see the general idea. Here's Saturday. Sunday, we see warmer conditions over Jersey, more cooler conditions over Long Island. Maybe there's a sea breeze. We'll have to look at that. And then as we head into next week, you'll see you have a couple of warm days, but not really any dramatically warm days. So we're going to see we'll be below normal pretty much. We'll have some days that might get up near 70. But then again, you've seen some of the models have kind of underestimated this. You can also look at the dew points. Obviously, we're going to have drier air coming in, but the dew points are low, but they're not that low. So here's why I want to use this, because this shows the wind here. So you see those strong northwest winds tomorrow. Dew points will be in the 30s, but there isn't that much of a dew point spread, and that's why you're also going to see those clouds. It's not really, if this was really much drier air, you would see less moisture and less clouds. So it's not super dry air. It's of somewhat maritime origin off the Canadian Maritimes, and then wrapping around this low here. You see the same deal for Saturday, too. Sunday, somewhat lower dew points here, and it looks like there could be possibly a weak sea breeze developing on Sunday. So let's go back to the clouds here, and actually I don't want to leave out that snow forecast. We can look at the HRRR and see how much snowfall could possibly fall in New England, and you can see again probably not a whole lot in the coastal areas, but yet in the mountains though. Could be up to a foot in the higher elevations. Definitely not going to be an issue for us here on Long Island, but still, this can happen in April. It's not really that unusual for the mountains of New England to see snow. It's really not that unusual. So let's go back to GFS. And there's the GFS forecast for the snowfall. But anyway, you can see what happens here. This is the GFS Cloud Forecast. You can see this is 8 o'clock. Mostly sunny skies over New York City and New Jersey. Whoops, let's not do that. Gee, the sounding can be kind of useful, too, to some extent. But you'll see here, as we move into the afternoon, boom, the clouds develop. They pop up. You get that instability. Could be a shower or two. And then Saturday, look at all those clouds around. Sunday, plenty of clouds around too. So Monday, plenty of clouds around. You have to wait till that much stronger high pressure moves in, like maybe Thursday or Friday. But GFS, even this far out, doesn't look great. But that is way out, and we all know cloud forecast that far out cannot be counted on. So lots of clouds around, unfortunately. It's pretty much, so we can look at the RGM too as well with the clouds. And we'll see, starts off clear, but then these clouds quickly roll in on us, dealing with lots of clouds. Saturday, also, you still see we're in that cyclonic flow, so still dealing with the clouds. And maybe Sunday, it looks like it's a little better. And then these kind of clouds, this other batch of clouds rolls in the afternoon. So, yeah, as far as getting a nice clear day, doesn't look all that great for that. Let's go look at the couple of other models. We can check for clouds. We can look at Ventu Sky as well. Let's do that for tomorrow, Friday. And this is the HRRR cloud forecast. So you can see here, this is 7 a.m. You can see we try to clear it out. This is 10 a.m. You can already see the clouds building, and then plenty of clouds as you get into the afternoon. And again, you could see those showers pop up too as well. We look at the precipitation here. You'd see there could be a chance. Oh, this is terrible. I'm not even going to bother with that. There's also some slight cape over the area. So this is another thing that's also something that we might have to worry about, are thunderstorms, possibly showers or thunderstorms developing in this cold pool. We'll look at the lifted index too. So you can see there's a little bit of a lifted index here, and especially over here. So I couldn't rule out a thunderstorm, perhaps shower or thunderstorm, but this is going to be convective in nature. And you're also going to have these wind gusts too, up to 30 miles an hour. You can see, look at the storm over here. It's a much stronger wind gust over New England. The storm's right here. So we're in this cyclonic flow that we're dealing with, and that means that we're going to be dealing with plenty of clouds and the chances for showers. And maybe even a thunderstorm. Let's go to windy.com. I'll just use one more model for the skies. As we head into tomorrow, this is the European. So this is 5 a.m. See, this is 8 a.m. You can see it's clear over New Jersey, New York City, but then as you get into 11 a.m., boom, the clouds come right back in to the picture. And we're dealing with possibly some scattered showers. And then this is Saturday. Plenty of clouds around for Saturday too as well. This is Sunday, so this just doesn't look like we're going to have that much sunshine this weekend. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little junked up, so to speak. So, which kind of sucks. We can also get the rain thunder threat for tomorrow. Let's just go ahead and look at that too. And you can see that there's a little bit of it around that we're going to have to watch out for. So again, with that instability, and the last thing I'm going to just do is go to the Storm Prediction Center. And see if there's anything that we may have to worry about for tomorrow. We're going to look at the day 2 convective outlook. It doesn't really have anything painted over us. So chances are no severe weather, but it could be a shower or thunderstorm. And sometimes you can really underestimate those cold pools. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But just expect plenty of clouds around, unfortunately, for the next 3 days. It's not going to really be that much sunshine. A little bit of sunshine. Maybe you can get lucky and just have a partly sunny sky, but as far as a nice blue sky with no clouds, it's looking like that's going to be hard to achieve for the next couple of days. You can also look at one other thing, and this kind of shows you the deal here is the clear sky clock. You don't see much dark blue. This is another type of model that can be used. You don't see a whole lot of dark blue. We got a little bit in the morning over Jersey, but this is not the look you want to see. Again, with that cyclonic flow. It's going to be hard to really get any clear skies, unfortunately. You could clearly see that cyclonic flow here already. So this is what we're going to be dealing with for tomorrow. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. We're still dealing with the rain. We'll have, hopefully we'll have some rainfall totals put forth by the Weather Service for tomorrow's weather update. Take care and have a good night.